from the betting capital of the world. Giving raw and real breakdowns of mixed martial arts and recapping UFC events like no one else, with producer Martin on the ones and twos and combat sports betting expert Effie. You're listening to Any Action Sportscast. Any Action Sportscast. So put your headphones on and let's take this podcast to the next level.
This isn't a podcast. It's a sportscast.
What is up, guys? We are back here to preview a stacked UFC London card. It's your boy Effie with Any Action Sportscast, and as always, we have producer Martin behind the scenes on the ones and twos.
Welcome back to the number one sportscast in the world, where we give full card predictions and a betting breakdown. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on those post notices, and share this video as well. UFC London, Volkov versus Aspinall. I'm looking forward to breaking down this card. But before we do that, let's go ahead and recap UFC Vegas 50 along with our bets.
Dude, and it was a great night for our show. Any Action ends up plus 5.35 units on the night, putting us at plus 23 units on the year. You know, we're keeping this money train going, and let's go over our bets. We'll start off with our losses. We took two underdog shots on Bruno Silva and Trevin Jones. Now, they both fought good, and both their opponents looked to be the real deal, so, you know, can't really knock those losses. We took shots, and it didn't pay off. You know, we got to do that more often, got to take shots on our dogs, and, you know, we lost 2 units off the bat, but then it was all uphill from there. Drew Dober versus Terrence McKinney. Dude, this fight was crazy. About 10 seconds in, I thought we had lost another bet. You know, Drew Dober gets dropped. He gets dropped multiple times, but he has an iron chin, comes back, finishes McKinney. And I kind of actually said that on the last episode, that I thought there was a danger of McKinney blowing his load, blowing his stamina too early in the fight, trying to get that first round finish, and he almost got it. Another ref might have stopped that fight. But, you know, shout out to Drew Dober. What a fight. Probably the best first round of the year so far. And we hit minus 175, 1.75 units to win one. Hit that. Then our lock of the night, guys, our 5-unit play. JJ Aldridge versus Jillian Robinson over 2.5 rounds, 5 units to win 4. And we hit that, guys. Bounce back after taking our first ever loss on our lock of the night. We hit that, you know, super happy. Not even a question of hitting that. In the second round, Jillian did take JJ's back, and I was worried that she was going to get choked, but she ended up getting reversed. JJ reverses her, and, you know, after that, just no sweat. Lock of the night hits with ease. Super stoked about that. Then we had some parlays that ended up coming through with Ankalaev on the last leg. We had Ankalaev to win and Song Yadong to win. You know, Song Yadong just knocked out Mariah. Super easy. First round, no sweat. That parlay hit. And then we had Ankalaev and Dober. And when Dober won, you know, all we needed was Ankalaev left. And like I said, that hit. We ended up plus, like I said earlier, 5.35 units. Plus 23 units on the year, and, you know, just looking to keep the good vibes going on the stacked card, and I'm just, you know, pumped to keep making this money. What do you think, man?
We actually have a field report, Effie. You may not know this, from UFC 50. We were live and outside the Apex looking for any action. Why don't you go ahead and look at the monitor, bub, and let me introduce to you guys President Polo.
How's it going? Good. Uh-huh.
So even if you're filming,
who am I here with?
Whatever. No, listen to me.
It's time for another segment of Any Action Sportscast. Right here on YouTube, right here in front of the UFC Apex main entrance. We won't rest until we get to see some action. Any action we can get. What's going on, everybody? And this is something I find very extraordinary. They're bowing out before the main event. Before the main event is even done, this person's already leaving. How you doing? UFC, baby! Vegas, baby!
Guys, they're trying to Ariel Helwani us out here, and we're doing this just for you guys, to get any action. I don't care what kind of action I get, even if it's a hug from Khabib himself.
I love the Russian mob.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this segment, we want to talk about what would we do if we were inside the octagons ourselves. Striking versus wrestling, right? Do we want to go for the head? No, that's not what you do right away. Everybody does that, it's a cliche. What you want to do is the body, right? Now come on this side. Where's the more vulnerable area? Now this is a little bit illegal, right? But you get more damage done. Now focus on the arm. When you want to take control of a person, It's hard to grab a hold of the legs sometimes because of the takedown defense, right? So what you do is you grab a hold of you see police officers do, it subdues a person. Now, if you grab this part of the arm, the forearm here, and you push the shoulder, that will literally slam the person on the ground doing that. Show me what you want to do in a fight. Show me, what's your best move?
If there was someone coming at me, I'd be like, hold on, what time is it? What the? Would like to maintain distance by constantly just jab. So when he steps forward, he can't because I'm keeping that distance, and we can just continuously circle around.
And there you guys have it, an Any Action exclusive Patreon. And look, guys, we've just started a Patreon, so you'll be seeing stuff like that. You saw it there on the Patreons first. We have a Chris Curtis unseen interview that we haven't dropped yet. If you guys want to help, support the program, help us grow, you guys want to throw us a tip, it's an easy donation of $1 to $5 a month, whatever of you're choosing, both get you access to our content. And let me know what you guys think about President Paulo. Let me know if you guys think about that, field reporting. And now back to the show.
Oh man, I don't know what the heck that was, but shout out to my guys, producer Martin and President Polo. Let us know what you think about him in the comments. That was pretty insane, I'll tell you that. But we'll go ahead and get into the UFC stacked card in London, headlined by Alexander Volkov versus Tom Aspinall. Now, Martin, this fight, the line currently sits Tom Aspinall minus 110, Alexander Volkov plus 110. The line's been going up and down. Aspinall actually opened as an underdog. Now he's a favorite. To me, this is a tale of a fighter getting his big test. Now, this is a huge step up in, caliber of opponent for Aspinall. To me, Volkov obviously has experience. His record's 34-9, where Tom Aspinall is 11-2. We have a clear experience advantage here for Volkov. To me, I think Volkov, his experience edge is going to play a huge factor here. We've never seen Tom Aspinall pass the second round. All of his fights have been finished in the first or second round. We haven't seen him stretch out. We haven't seen him in those championship rounds. And we've seen Volkov there. He's just, fought the better opposition. But it's not Tom Aspinall's fault. He's beating everyone that's in front of him. Well, I think only he is 11-2, but one of his losses is from a DQ, so he's really only 11-1. But this is a huge test, and it's sort of a theme that's going to happen here on the card, where you have a contender getting a big test, or you have a guy coming off a layoff. And, no guys coming off a layoff here, but like throughout the card, you're going to see the hometown guy get steamed. The line's going to get steamed to the European fighter here a lot, where they opened in different odds. So I think my pick will be Volkov. I think the experience will play a factor here. I think he'll be able to keep this standing. I don't think Aspinall's going to come out here and wrestle him and drag him down every single round. I think the over might be a play here. I'm seeing it at 3.5 rounds. And like I said, unless Tom Aspinall's live for a first round knockout for sure, but I mean, it's hard to finish Volkov. I feel pretty good about Volkov here. What about you, producer Martin?
I think I see this going one way, man. It took me a long time to think about this, but I think I like the pick. Trust me, I'm all over it. But I'm all about the dogs, and I think I can see Aspinall KO round 2.
Oh, you think he's gonna KO Volkov?
Yeah, I do.
Many men have fought Volkov, and only 2 of them have knocked him out. And one of them was a fluke last-second Derek Lewis knockout where his balls were hot. And I just think that it's super hard to finish this guy. I think his durability has been proven. I love him at plus money. We actually snagged him. And tune into the end of the show where you find out how many units we bet on him. But he will be a play here. We haven't touched the over, but I do like that as well, because I think if this fight, Volkov wins this fight, it'll be with the fight going over. Love the underdog value there for sure. Next, we have a super exciting fight, Martin. There, like I said, this fight card has good fights throughout the whole card. We have Arnold Allen versus Dan Hooker. Now, the line currently sits as a pick'em, minus 110 Dan Hooker, minus 110 Arnold Allen. Now, this is Dan Hooker's return fight to featherweight, Martin. He had his lightweight run. He just lost to Islam. And Arnold Allen might have the quietest 8-fight winning streak in the UFC's history. He hasn't fought in 2 years. Like I said earlier, there's a couple guys coming off long layoffs. He's one of them. Hasn't fought in 2 years. He's had COVID and injury and visa issues mostly, I guess. But he's really good. He's really well-rounded. He's 17-1, man. It's hard to beat this guy. But man, Dan Hooker will have I think it's 4 inches in height and 5 inches in reach over here over Arnold Allen. And I think if this fight plays out on the feet, he will be the better striker. I think has more power and he throws more volume. I think that Arnold Allen has, a tendency.
Ace Banks on the track.